You are in the right place for some New World Order busting news. I'm your host, Jason of Awake Souls, and I'm joined by the limitless one, Ronnie Harris. How are you doing, brother?
Awesome. Really nice to be here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've got some headlines to go through tonight, and I think I want to throw in a special feature tonight's show. I think we should maybe have a contest tonight to see who can guess the New World Order narrative. So we're going to be going through some headlines tonight, and we're going to see with people's speculation in the chat if they can guess the New World Order narrative. My guess is we'll be able to reveal a winner pretty soon.
Well, is there more options? So we're going to have a bunch of options to choose from. How is this going to work?
As we're going through the headlines, as we look at New World Order narratives tonight, we're going to speculate which way these things can go, see how close we can get to predicting the next psyop, right? A big, it could be a false flag, it could be, an attack on the country. I have a feeling, Israel's going to come up in tonight's coverage.
Hats.
What do the headlines that we're seeing right now? What can we predict based off of those? So I don't know. Fun little contest. Somebody might be a winner. We'll see if anyone how close somebody can guess. So everybody's going to have to cast their votes tonight.
So you're asking people to participate here in the audience to look at the content and put down whether or not you think this is a possibility or not.
Yeah, predict the next New World Order psyop.
Okay. This should be fun. Yeah, I didn't. This is new for me, everybody. Jason just sprung this out, but it sounds like a great plan. We've got a bunch of stuff to go through. Some stuff that we put together, some tabs, and some news stories. So this is the Daily Realm. It's a news coverage. We do headlines and breaking news, and I got to say, it's not too overly popping off at this moment, but there are major things that we should always be looking at and focusing our attention to, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So I don't even have that many tabs for tonight. So I've been working on the new video, which is really showing how the stereographic virtual reality model works for this world. So I'm working on that. I've been looking at the headlines a little bit. I haven't seen anything that was too attention getting except for this one tab that I have that is pretty relevant to something coming up real soon. So it's we tend to do this. Like, this is a headline that came out today on the Jerusalem Post that we'll be going through, and so boom, hot off the press, we turned it around, and we're going to get people watching these upcoming events to see why they are doing this certain news coverage. So it should be a fun little contest. I think somebody's going to be a winner.
Yeah, we've got so many things to get into. It probably will be a winner. We've got, what is it? We got the month of Ramadan, right? We're just approaching that. We've got the new year as far as the Paleo Hebrew calendar is concerned. We're about to have a New Year's for anybody that's watching. Did you want to give an update on anything like that?
Well, yeah, so April 2nd. April 2nd is the beginning of Ramadan. So go figure that somehow it's Muslim, right? The Ramadan festival. So they say it's the first day of the 9th month. Their calendar is not in sync with the Hebrew calendar. We know that this is the first month of the year. It's going to be Nisan 1. So we're looking forward to April 2nd for that new moon sighting. But this is going to be 9/1 for the Muslims, and they're going to be beginning their Ramadan.
Ramadan. And then I think they don't eat during the day when the sun's up. But yeah, there's a bunch of stuff that's going on. We've got a little bit of Alex Stein coverage, making the night show. He's making the prime time 99. We're going to be talking about some things that came to mind today about that. What else do we have on the docket? I guess we could just get right into it if you want. Looking forward to getting through the links, right?
Yeah, might as well. So let me start getting this set up here. Thank you to everybody that's joining today. It's halfway through the week. We're getting that much closer to Passover, which April 16th, everybody. So we are at thumbnail, brother. And I'm just getting things set up, everyone. And let me take us over here. This is the first article I'd like to go through. This came up because I was looking at the calendar, and I was looking at April 2nd, and I noticed that it said Ramadan. And so I typed in Ramadan into the search, and I saw that this article popped up, like it was up for an hour when I did my search. So it came out March 30th. Today is March 30th. And so it says, Jews dreading Ramadan amid surge of violence. Comment. So I've got some concentration music on that I don't know if we need for tonight's hangout.
Is it playing still? I can hear it lately.
Yeah, it'll be stopping.
Okay.
So this article is about, it used to be Good Friday, but now it's Ramadan. Just a second, I gotta get something out of my way. A non-Jewish holiday that Jews dread. Go ahead, brother.
Oh, that's good. We're good.
So the Jews used to be frustrated by the Christians and Good Friday, the day marking Jesus' crucifixion, took out their religious passion on passing local Jew. It was also a day throughout the ages that provided an excuse for a pogrom. I don't know what that is. So they used to abhor Good Friday coming because they were afraid that some Christian would lash out at them. And but now it's Ramadan is coming. So
switched.
Yeah. It used to be Good Friday, the Christians, but now it's Ramadan is coming. So why? Because Ramadan, which begins on Saturday, has over the years been accompanied here by a marked increase in terrorism. They even have statistics here, everybody. According to this study right here, there's a 200% increase in terrorist attacks in Israel between 2005 and 2016 during Ramadan.
That's a high increase. 200% more during this time?
Yeah, they've been statistically analyzing it, and so that's the reason why they're now like, oy vey, Ramadan.
Oy vey.
more terrorist attacks. So, I don't know, most people have probably at least seen that in Israel, there's been some terrorist attacks.
Oy vey.
No. So they're saying that these people, the extremists, they've exploited this holy month. Then they're talking about the horror of the dramatic increase. And all right, so we're going to get down to some of the interesting stuff down here. So the Palestinian Authority President, Mahmoud Abbas, squeezed out a begrudging condemnation on Tuesday evening, apparently under intense pressure from Israel and the U.S. to do so. He has not condemned a terror attack in Israel since 2011. So it's been a long time since he's condemned an attack. But he came out and so here's what he said. According to Abbas' office on Tuesday, he expressed his condemnation of the killing of Israeli civilians tonight, emphasizing that the killing of Palestinian and Israeli civilians only leads the situation to deteriorate. He added that this incident could be exploited to justify attacks on Palestinians at the hands of settlers or others. So he's warning that this could be exploited. And so here's the coverage in case you've missed it, everybody. Lest one get too excited about his condemnation, the head of Fatah branch in Jenin near Yabad, where the B'nai Brak terrorist was from, went to the house of the murderer and hailed him to the cheering crowd as a hero who killed 5 Zionists. That sentiment was shared by all those who handed out sweets celebrating the murders in various Gaza and West Bank towns, and most gallingly by those who gathered at Jerusalem's Damascus Gate after the murder. So not only did some guy go to the murderer's house and praise him as a hero for this murder, but people were handing out sweets in celebration. So what this has done is to the people in Israel, it's made them leery of the this other group, right? So it says these attacks leave their mark on the national psyche, and there's no magic stain remover that will readily erase it. Well, we are here to tell you differently, that knowing the truth about what's going on and what's not going on is a magic stain remover, because once you realize it's a psyop, it has no power over you, and then you can identify the people perpetrating the psyop. So here's where action comes into play. But one welcome restorative at this painful time would be to see a large Israeli-Arab rally, right? We need a rally. And then there's a suggestion here, say a demonstration in the central square of el-Fam against the terror. So not only do we need to see a large Israeli Arab rally coming up, but we need to see it in the central square of this place. And I did look it up. So this is a section of Jerusalem where, if you've seen if you've seen pictures of the skyline with the temple, you'll often see this thing off in the background. It's pretty noticeable. So they want to have an Arab-Israeli protest condemning the violence at this place coming up. They feel like this would be a great idea. There's often discussion about the need for Israel to give the Palestinians confidence-building measures. But Israeli confidence and trust also need to be shored up, especially during weeks like these. A rally of Arabs against terrorism, a gathering to demonstrate against turning Ramadan into a holiday that the Jews need not fear, would be a constructive, confidence-building gesture. Such a rally would not end terrorism, nor even put a dent in the number of terrorist attacks, but it would send a strong message to Israeli Jews and serve as a significant balm during these painful days after. So this is something that the media is preparing people for, this Israeli-Arab rally in this location right here. And this demonstration is supposed to assuage the fears that the average Jewish person would have. So on this topic right here, New World Order psyop as pertaining to the nation of Israel, I based on the headlines that I'm seeing right here, I'm going to predict that it's not going to be long before there is a false flag where some sort of peace rally thing is going to be used as a scapegoat, and then I'm seeing war in Israel coming up soon. That is my New World Order prediction. What about you, brother?
Yeah, I can deduce a few things from the article that you just read, and some previous experience that I had looking into this topic lets me think that the Dome of the Rock is always a target. So I have a prediction. One time or at some point, the Dome of the Rock might be blown up. This could be the month. I don't know, right? So I definitely see the points that you're hitting on. And you got to understand is the Hegelian dialectic. We're going to be repeating that over and over again. They want more protection, so they stage events and terrorist attacks so that they can enact more protection, more like New World Order totalitarianism is what they want. So we'll see. I think you've laid it out pretty clearly here.
Yeah, so I'm just going to ask people, hey, in the chat, if you have some sort of speculation as to how you think this terrorism and Ramadan, that whole thing that they're putting together, how are they going to use that? I'd love to hear people's predictions.
It's going to be interesting to see, right? We're watching. We've got our eyes open, and we're paying attention.
And next up, the illusion of warfare, right? The theater of war. Inflatable tanks. What do you have to say about this, brother?
Come on. Get you an inflatable tank, everyone.
You get that if this was a real tank, those 4 guys wouldn't be able to hold it up, right?
Let's take it to the next level. So if me and you walked up to these guys, we could time travel. We're there. Are they going to tell us that this is a decoy so that the other people will just shoot this, or what? What's the point of this?
Yeah, this is part of the art of war.
The art of war, huh?
Yeah, because the satellites aren't able to tell the difference between this and the real thing. Oh, the New World Order narratives just don't hold up when you can put one against the other. Oh, so this doesn't end.
It goes on. There's war. Wait.
This one right here, a fake Japanese anti-aircraft cannon that is constructed out of wood. Do you see this here, brother?
It's logs. Come on.
It's logs. This whole thing. The frame down here, this is made out of wood. But yeah, you just got these logs here. But you got some guys sitting here.
Telephone pole.
You got some guys sitting here on this concrete monument that they created.
Yeah.
I guess this is a catapult. Maybe it's for...
Oh, yeah. It could be a catapult. Good call. I see there's the pivot. Come on. Unbelievable what they try to do.
Yeah, some writing down here. What is this? EISMAN? Eisman?
I don't know. Some kind of a tag that was put there, right?
All right, how about this? Fake planes made from straw. Did the pilots actually bomb the enemy airfield?
Come on. They used straw. That's pretty incredible. They were able to make that. Wow.
Yeah, if a bomb had hit this thing, it wouldn't be nothing left.
Direct hit. They would have been like, hoorah.
Here's another. You see a rubber tank is still a tank, so technically the media is not lying.
I guess so, right? If you want to argue. Semantics.
These clowns, they had some guy go stand next to it. How would you...
You don't want to cover your face, bro? Come on. Nowadays, they get to cover their faces when they do this stuff.
All right. So a dummy bridge made up of canvas, wood, and cord. Did the bomber pilot successfully take out a bridge, or was it the illusion of a bridge? I'm sure the pilot genuinely believed he did his job and told everyone back home his war story. Well, no. The pilots were a part of the PSYOP as well. But yeah, so they're pointing out in this picture, it's not even a real bridge. It was... Looks like there's still a dam there. And
you can't cross it with your car?
No.
That's so funny that they would do that. The time that it took to build this, I guess, is still quicker than building an actual bridge.
It's a make-work project, right?
Make work.
All right. So this is the more technical balloons that they've come out with. World War II is full of deception and tactics, dirty tricks, but it didn't end there. It still goes on to this day. So yeah, now we got blow-ups with the missiles on it.
You know, it'd be funny. You have like a party or something, and you have one of these out in the driveway when people pull in. Oh, that would be funny.
Well, the thing is they do exist, right? So this one exists, right? You got the truck. They're saying that truck is this truck in the satellite photo. It very well could be, everybody, because this is such grainy crap that they give us. I mean, it's 2022, and we're looking at images that are still 240 resolution. Where is their satellite tech? Here's a more modern looking tank. It says Chinese dummy tank. Now this looks good. We can see the quality of the fake tank is nearly a perfect reflection. Right?
Get out of here with this perfect reflection, huh?
Why would you be making fake tanks? Here's a blow-up plane. All right. They made this. Here it is. They're blowing it up.
It's just like NASA, huh? We got a similarity to NASA. Did I say that wrong?
Somebody took a picture of it. And now it's going to be shared everywhere on the internet.
Yeah, it's going to get seen.
All right.
The
So
illusion of warfare.
This is helping people understand what it is that you're seeing in the news coverage now. They did this back on 9/11 with airplanes. Now the technology has really improved, and you can see some evidence of buy the stock footage of a firefighter, and you can put them in any scene. Right, here's any fire. Just buy this, build your own scene. It's not even hard these days. Somebody's already made it for you.
Boom. War. Did you see those bombs go off?
Where? Best stock footage.
Fine.
Boom, right?
Yeah, they can create it. It's real easy, guys.
Look at the effects.
Yeah. Modern warfare.
Take it.
Come on, you guys. Everything's a video.
Hose it down. Hose it down.
Get him, get him, get him. No,
Oh.
he evaded it. Oh, he got him.
Yeah.
He got him. Direct hit. Way to go, Tex. Oh, no, he's up. That's a new one. This is too much, you guys. Come on. I can't even believe this. So welcome to the Wednesday Daily Realm. We're going to show you that war is fake.
All right. So they're pointing out the sensationalism. It's a war
They're
zone.
drag racing the tank.
Yeah, it's a battlefield.
Right?
You can see the
Hammer
tanks
it
and heavy
down.
armaments just about everywhere. I see just one tank performing a dance for the camera. So that's all it is a dance for the camera here.
Get you some war.
He's got
The
a
real
back
genocide
up
is taking place, though.
Brr.
Yeah, he hammered it down.
All right, so this one I listened to before. It's a good one to check out. Let's rewind this.
Or drive a T-72 tank.
I know it's a little quiet.
On the outskirts of the country's second largest city, the Ukrainians and the Russians take pot shots in the woods.
The higher-ups order the tank crew to
As
take
the
pop
Ukrainian
shots.
army awaits the enemy's next. Or drive.
It's all about the sound effects.
Sounds all right. It sounds all right, you know, for a slow, easily penetrable machine.
Pop shots at each other. They just sit there and
to it.
The Ukrainian army awaits the enemy's
pop shots.
Not too much protection on the top of that thing, huh? For the guy sitting up there.
What do we got here? I haven't been...
Submarines. The invisible submarines, because they don't exist. Let's go. Sorry, I just saw that. My mind caught up.
Yeah, the pressure. Look at now. They got windows on these things.
Wow.
So you don't need the periscope anymore. You can just look out the windows like Captain Kirk.
The untold story of the invisible submarines.
All right, I guess we've gotten through the brunt of them. Do you want to?
Sure. Once you get the, I'll take the screen share. The same people praising. Okay. Yeah, it's insane what we're going through. But hey, this is 2022. This is what we do. I guess I don't know how much you want me to zoom in. Are you gonna like move it around per clip or?
Yeah, I'm going to. Oops, that was the wrong thing to move.
Oh, but then you get the overall size. Sorry, everybody. We just got to get the screen share set up. Thank you, everyone, for being here. We got Bronick. What up? We got Battery 79. Joseph. Thank you guys for showing up. Always YD, the best moderator in the realm. Thank you so much for all you do. Hey, Jerry. Hey, Tony. Hey, Lisa. Thank you guys for showing up tonight.
All right,
Hey, Frank.
Looks
Long
good.
time no see, bro. Good to see you. Yeah, it does look good. Well presented.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if y'all caught this already. We shared it once. I know you haven't got to comment on it too. But Russia's reopened. So we already shared last week. We had someone 4 days after the supposed ban of McDonald's. Someone went to McDonald's and ate the food. But this week, this video's come out.
Vladimir Putin.
Sorry, let's watch this again.
Vladimir Putin is ripping off popular U.S. brands that have halted operation in Russia. Don Mac is an exciting new Russian burger chain. Don Mac has a completely unique logo and is serving one-of-a-kind foods such as the Big Mac and the Filet-O-Fish. Have a craving for some fried chicken? Head on over to the local Crimean Fried Chicken, aka CFC. Finally, for those as confused as me about who the Starbucks mermaid lady is and why she sells such expensive coffee, Russia's got you covered. With Starducks coffee, mermaid lady is swapped out with a rubber ducky. If you enjoyed this video,
I can't tell if this is a troll or if this is real. It's that good.
It sounds like a troll.
Don Mac is an exciting new Russian burger. And what was it? The fish one was funny too. Where is it? Oh, this is just
operation in Russia. Don Mac is an
why is it all truncated now? Don Mac. So they've reopened. If this is real, maybe does it say Don Mac but in Russian? We need somebody that speaks Russian. Then we could verify what these items say. Troll. Such as the Big Mac, the filet fish. Come on, fly. I don't know. My eye is drawn to that. This is probably something like an onion or something. If this is real, you guys.
I don't think it's real.
And they really dropped the ball. They should have called it Star Cucks, but way better. Star Ducks just doesn't have that same punch. But I mean, that was funny. Let's keep going here. So this is a hot topic that I've been getting a lot of people talking about. I've noticed the buzz, this whole Disney thing going in with their LGBTQIA stuff, whatever those extra letters are now meaning. Wow, you got to keep up with this stuff. It's all I'm gonna hold my tongue here on this one, but this is another video we should listen to. Let's see what she has to say.
I'm here as a mother of two queer children, actually, one transgender child and one pansexual child, and also as a leader. And that was the thing that really got me, because I have heard so much from so many of my colleagues over the course of the last couple of weeks in open forums and through emails and phone conversations. And I feel a responsibility to speak, not just for myself, but for them, to all of us. We had
I guess the scoop is there's all this stuff going on. I guess if I had the scoop more deeper on this, I'd be able to come up with more context on this. But I mean, so they're incorporating all of this LGBTQIA right now in the media because they're trying to destabilize what is normal. Now, I'm going to guess that there's probably a lot of people out here, a lot of parents that are dealing with the ramifications of this destabilization of this society. And, my heart goes out to you guys. Honestly, I couldn't imagine, having to deal with the mind control that these kids have been under.
Well, there's real ramifications to all the choices, right? So once a choice is made and people are going down that route, there's real ramifications for everything. So it can be a very tough path.
Yeah. No, the suicide rate is super high with all of this stuff. And my heart always goes out to the parents and to the people that are under this mind control. I actually care about the people. And so they're really pushing this agenda hard. It's something that's being repeated, and we're probably going to be covering it more. I'll probably have a better breakdown of everything that's going on with Disney, because I do see a lot of people covering it. I just don't have enough content ready to continue too much onto this topic. If you have anything else to say, we can add to it, and we can move on if you don't.
No, I don't have too much to add to that.
Okay. So here's the next hottest topic. I shared this already. And so this is Alex Stein. We're going to give him some more time here and a bit different of a breakdown tonight. So let's listen.
But you guys are going to sit here and you're not going to take me seriously. You're going to laugh at me. I'm trying to compete. And yes, I was born a boy. So what, guys? This is 2022. It doesn't matter what you were born. We have Ketanji Brown Jackson even says She doesn't even know what a woman is. So then I'm a woman. So that's what you guys have to do. If the Supreme Court justice is on my side, then why can't I get the same from the Plano City Council? That's the problem, is I come here and I'm still a victim of transphobia. Yet we have champions like my girl Leah, my sister, and she gets to win, but I don't. Why not? That's what I'm asking you. Why not? Why can't I swim against the ladies? Why are we having a transphobic world where I just want to compete against the ladies? Why are you saying that I'm not a biological woman? Clearly, I look like a biological woman. I mean, come on. It's been hours tucking this thing in. Give me a break. I should be able to swim. And I'm on so much hormone therapy, I don't even know left or right anymore. So I'm doing this. I don't have an unfair advantage. No way. So I need you guys to stand up. We have a city issue, Rick, and we can actually fix this and let me compete against the ladies. I'm sick of these women. Oh, you're having an unfair advantage. Yeah, right. And I'm mentally ill, and they won't even let me compete in the Special Olympics. So go figure. Think about that. I can't compete in the Special Olympics, and I can't compete against women. What kind of bigotry is that? Are you guys going to let that stand? I wouldn't let that stand. If I were y'all, I would stand up for me, because in the future, they're going to write these in the history books, and they're going to have to decide what side Plano is on. Were they transphobes? Or were they transpositive? And obviously, I'm transpositive. So that's what I want. I want you guys to wake up to what's going on in the world and tell the City of Plano Swim League to let me compete against the ladies. I've been on hormone blockers for nearly 2 weeks now. And like I said, I'm so messed up from them, I'm probably going to lose anyway. But I can send that tape to a college, and I might get a scholarship, Julie. So don't look at me with your eyes looking at me all mean. I'm out here trying to change for you. This is women's rights. I'm standing up for women's rights. Thank you. It's Primetime Stein on Instagram if you guys want to learn how to swim against the ladies. Thank you all so much.
So, Jason, what do you have to say about this clip? Now is your opportunity.
Well, let's do a little bit of a back and forth hash on it. There's a number of things to look at. So everything that he promoted right there is what a truther should be against. Now, he's going to say that it was done comedically, that he's a comedian, and because of that, he gets to use sarcasm, and he gets to invert everything. Well, that's such a difficult area, because what he's literally doing is promoting that agenda. And so you could look at it from the standpoint of the performance. I thought he did a good job. I think that's a hard skit to do. And it looked really well rehearsed. I think he nailed it. So from that standpoint, congrats to him for that. But we have a history with him. We know him from Flat Earth. It's funny to me now that he's blowing up. He's becoming big time. 99, he's on Fox, and this skit, who I'm not sure who's going to pick this one up, but it'll probably be somebody big. And so we know from our history with him that he's a Freemason. He has it on his business card. And so he's with the fake Flat Earth team. We were out against this guy, a long time ago, and now here he is blowing up. So I see him in these big shows. He's being picked up. He's being promoted by the New World Order. He seems to be their favorite. He's like something beyond Alex or Andrew Dice, or no, what's his name?
Mark Dice.
Mark Dice. That he takes it a step beyond that, and he acts a buffoon, and so people love that. So before you go on it and give us, I think this is another opportunity for people to make a prediction. What is Alex being used for is the thing that I want people to start thinking about, and see if you can predict how he's going to be used, right?
Yeah, it's always good to have people, questioning things and running different scenarios in their mind. So I came out strongly, Alex, he did make me laugh. And like you had said, he delivered that performance good. He's calling attention to the exact narrative that the New World Order is trying to promote. It's what they're teaching the children. It's what they're telling everybody in their communities, what they're allowing. We've seen men, swimmers winning medals, beating women, right? We've been witnessing all this. So he's getting loud about it. And I'm glad at least somebody's doing something, right? We can all see that. And it would have been great if Alex had joined us, the podcast where he had said he was going to join us. That would have been, I would have had a lot, could have asked him a lot more questions. But what I have now begun to understand is, now, again, this is a supposition. I just want to let you guys know that when you see something like this and you take a look at it, at his antics, at his tactics, you got to wonder, what is he doing this for? Is he trying to fix society like this? Is he trying to make people laugh? I'm sure a lot of people laugh at this guy. He's got some funny content, right? He does do things sometimes that are funny, but I see another agenda that's possible here. And I guess this would be the best time. Now, again, these are all suppositions. I share this guy's content, right? So I've promoted him and said that he's done a few of these things I've enjoyed. I thought he did a good job bringing attention to the topics. But there's this thing called the Overton window. When you push a narrative so far one way, you end up getting people halfway through to it. So what I could see happening here, I don't know his modus operandi, but what I can deduce is that there might be an opportunity for these buildings, or what is this called? Town hall meeting. So if you have someone constantly coming in and trolling like this, because he's the only one I see doing it. Now, I'm not out looking for these types of people, but he's being heavily promoted. He was on Fox, you said, Tucker Carlson, right?
Yeah. Well,
so
I think these are city council meetings, anything like that, where the public can actually be a part of the government at their local level.
Yeah. So, and like I said, this is my brother. I have nothing against Alex Stein, nothing. But I will say this: there's a good chance that he's either being used or he knows exactly what he's doing. But soon enough, the regular person like me is not going to be able to go there and actually talk rationally and calmly about how we're going to get solutions to these problems. Right? It's going to be shut down. What they used to do here on YouTube was troll streams, where everybody would go to other YouTube pages and troll the chat, troll the comments. And what ended up happening? Disabled. So then when I wanted to go in and leave a comment, the chat was gone. So we always have to watch for the Hegelian dialectic with all of the people who are being promoted. And especially if you're on Fox News, you don't get onto mainstream television unless you are one of them. They don't bring anyone up onto the screen. The mini hats own the cable and the news. They own the mainstream narrative. They own the media, I mean.
Right.
So he's being heavily promoted. He's pushing the Overton window. He is making people laugh. He's drawing attention to these topics, which is good. But I see a disastrous outcome ahead. We're going to keep our eyes. Is he going to have I want to bring another point into this conversation.
Yeah. So how do you think he's going to be used by the mainstream?
The next thing is that if we go to skeptically look at the events before us, there's a possibility that they're setting this guy up to be a crisis actor that goes rogue. Maybe he shoots up one of these things. Who knows? I'm not manifesting that. I'm warning people that I see a lot of possibilities with this guy, and I'm just going to call them out for truth's sake. And maybe if we get some of them right, they can't do them. That is something that we always talked about in the truther community, that if we got out and covered something and we were able to get ahead of it, we were able to stop it. And I'm going to pretend and feel like I'm going to believe that might still be true. So I don't know if this guy isn't just trolling for fun, if he wants to get the views. I don't know his agenda. I couldn't pretend to lie to you and tell you, but I see huge warning symbols all over this. And I wanted to bring this up more detailed tonight. This morning, we just got it up. We looked at it. We laughed. It was funny. I'm glad he's talking about this. I didn't like how he slighted the handicapped people, but you know what? Comic makes jokes, right? You got to be able to take the sarcasm and everything. But I'm really worried about what I see here. I don't know if he's a miniature hat wearing himself. His name, Alex Stein, maybe he's admitted that he's one. I don't know. But I do know that he was on Fox, and they're pushing this so far. And when I rack my mind and I talk to you, Brother Jay, about what would be the best approach at this situation, and you always came back with, telling truth, not saying the exact opposite. is what we would expect to have a change in the kangaroo court. Someone needs to stand up. Now, I don't know what the rules are, if I can go in there and speak, but I would definitely be demanding that some normalcy come back and we get this thing straightened out. All these issues. Now, I am not trying to project anything about, I want to see people that fight for truth succeed. I want to see you get the views. I want to see you reach people. That's my goal too. But the worst thing that we could ever do is take away someone's ability to speak. And if Alex is working towards silencing the last freedom of people being able to go to these things, I would like to see more people going. Every time I see anybody that's put on social media from these buildings, the majority of the time it's a skit or a stunt like IPS did when he said he was Mark Sargent in Math Powerland. He went to his thing and said the earth was flat and NASA was stealing all that money. And then this guy, and what he does, I'd like to see more actual people standing up for freedoms. Where are the people saying that this is wrong? Like, he didn't even say that it was wrong. He said he wanted more of it, right? I just don't understand. I'm so confused at this point, and I'm worried for freedom.
His other big skit was, I want the algae. Now he wants to be able to swim against the women. So what he's actually fighting for is the things that we're fighting against. He's supposedly doing it comedically, but look at how it's promoted around the world. So, 1.3 million views there, and who knows what he's getting. It's the wrong message. It's the absolute wrong message.
It's not going to fix anything, though. We can state that. Now, it's funny, and it brings attention to the message, right? Mm-hmm. Totally. We'll give him those things. But I see disasters ahead. Let's keep our eyes open on this one.
Well, so anybody with a prediction, how do you see Alex Stein being used? What's he being? So they're propping him up. He's gone from zero to hero overnight. So what's the reason for it? Because he's a liability. Think about it. I mean, he's tied to Jeranism and David Weiss. He's he's a flat earther. Why is the media all of a sudden bringing this guy up? The last time a flat earther got real high in the media, that was Mac Parhar, right?
Yeah. So his media coverage was bad too.
Yeah, it doesn't work out good in the end. So I don't know. My prediction for Alex is that he's going to I see him being brought up. I could even see him being on like the 5 at 5, something like that. But
fighting for truth
at some point. Yeah, right.
What?
At some point, I see him being a very burnable asset for Fox News too.
Throw him under the bus type thing. That's what I'm worried about, that they're going to use this guy for something bad, right? To take away our freedoms. But hey, again, hopefully he makes people laugh, because these times are insane that we're in. But that's a more detailed coverage of Alex Stein, 99. He's now on the prime time with us, right? But yeah, so I know you saw this. I'm going to play it again. So the people that rule the world literally have been marrying in their own families. That's it. Not even marrying outside of their own families.
And Baron James, who was head of the Paris branch and the youngest of the 5 sons of our Emperor Rothschild, gave an astonishingly uninhibited description of the 19th century Rothschild policy of keeping it in the family. I'll quote to you from what he wrote and make you smile. In our family, we've always tried to keep love in the family. In this sense, it was more or less understood since childhood that children would never think of marrying outside the family, so that our fortune would never leave it.
That's the state of the realm we're in. These are the most powerful people in the world, in the realm. And that's their policy. It's not even a secret anymore. It's not hidden, right? This is what we have to deal with. So it's good to bring it to attention, get it put down, get it published so other people can see. I do not comply with this. I don't consent. And I wish we could have a sit down with Mr. Rothschild and go over a few things. Are you gone, Jay? Are you in the chat? I see you in the chat.
I was in the chat, yeah.
I'll continue. So now we have Zelensky's proposal to stop war, and it's going to be through green energy. Let's watch this. Long before this war, it was clear that humanity should reduce the use of fossil fuels. The era of coal and oil has caused huge damage to the environment and to our planet as a whole. Green technologies. Oh, I went too quick. Green technologies and green energy have become a logical and just answer to this challenge. European policy is already aimed at reducing the consumption of environmentally hazardous resources. But Russia's aggression against Ukraine and against everything that life in Europe is built on an argument to accelerate green transformation on the continent. What? Europe must give up Russian oil. Give up as soon as possible. Because it is crazy income from energy resources that allows the Russian leadership to be bold, violate generally accepted rules, promote hatred against other nations, against us, and destroy the lives of our neighboring countries. So that's the big message that's coming out. What do you think, Jay?
Get ye an electric car, because that's going to be good for the war. Well, green energy is the solution to stopping the war. Wow, the way they tied that one together is so stupid.
Yeah, get you your green energy plus all that other nonsense. Fossil fuels is nonsense. It doesn't destroy the environment, right? We don't live on a planet. There was so much that he said in this that was absolutely all lies.
So he wants to starve the Russians, right?
Sanction them. Don't buy their oil.
Starve the Russians by everybody not using petroleum. Right? The black goo that they pump out of the earth, and they make ridiculous money off of.
It's crazy. It really is crazy. And then we've got day one of, guess what? The World Government Summit. So if anybody doesn't know, Jason and I are vehemently against all world governments. All of them. Anybody who thinks that there's a line on a map and that has any type of power, you are not on our side. We are against you. We don't believe in any of these governments, nor do we believe in any of the countries that they built. We believe in the people, and that's who we represent. But let's listen to this.
And the title of this session, are we ready for a new world order?
Absolutely. One without wickedness. Jason, what do you want to say? How many times have we heard them talking about this new world order?
Yeah, one without this this Kabbalist, gathered group of people as leaders. It's all Freemasons. It's all secret society people that are at the tops of all these political things. And they have their script that they're working towards. They think that they're able to somehow institute a world ruled by them. But we know from the scriptures that all gets just cut short. Boom, chop, come to an end. And all those plans are just pure vanity in the minds of those people. So they can say New World Order all they want, but we know that the one that actually has the power for that kind of change, it's not going to be their kingdom. It's going to be the Creator's kingdom. And so his son, all right, the Christ, he's prince and king. He's made king of the realm. And so that's what we're looking forward to. We can't wait.
The wicked will be gone.
The real New World Order.
Yeah. The new age.
Yeah.
If you're not following along. Let's continue on here. It says there's no need to cancel or postpone travel plans due to the new medical analyst says. So what I was going over, and I'll continue to go over, is they've supposedly eased restrictions, and now they're saying that everyone can travel. And I'm going to continue to repeat this. It's so they can roll out the next wave. And with one of these waves, we're going to see a different change. Okay. If you didn't see the Super Bowl, and they were using FEMA huts in the Super Bowl as their halftime show, they're going to have these things set up. We've been covering this, right, Jay? We've been following, I guess it was True News that had a lawyer on that they were talking about the narrative.
Mm-hmm.
And they also tied it into 5G, electromagnetic weapons.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess I'm getting go ahead.
Yeah, you're going ahead a little bit. That's a narrative I don't know if we're going to get to tonight, but yeah, it was somebody shared a link. It was Rick Wiles and this like lawyer guy, and just like Rick Wiles had the whole Cerveza thing coming out of China, he had the scoop on it. That's the reason why we were able to let the audience be prepared for toilet paper when that happened back then. Well, with this guy that he had on, he really did lay out what could be the New World Order narrative. So at some point we're going to want to go through that, cover it.
Yeah. Well, and the one thing that I will say is that we want everybody anyone who's broadcasting electromagnetic waves, right? We would like to see all the data. It should all be publicly accessed, all the technology, all the data. I don't want to see a Richie from Boston. What do you want to call it? I don't want to hear from Richie from Boston. I want to hear from the people that are actually putting out the electromagnetic waves. We got to get into this topic a little bit more further because they could be using weapons.
I just want to point out that I think if we're going to cover that one, I don't know that we can do that on YouTube. It might have to be like a Facebook stream or something like that. Because
I'll pause on that. I hear your sentiment. So did you see this? Have you seen this? This paper? I don't have the exact date. Is it 1964? No, these weren't built there then. What was it? 33 years before 2001, right?
That is what I heard.
Oh, did I lose it? Yeah, 1968. So I just wanted to show people who runs the show. They do. Demolays, Walt Disney. But it's interesting, though, that they had this, like they put the predictive programming out for so long. Have you seen these?
No, I haven't seen that.
What do you think? Is this fake? Is this an onion? Is this a real paper that they put out?
That could be it. That might be an artist rendering of it, and he put the clouds and the airplane in the shot. It's I could see that being a real artist conception of the building. If that's from 68 and that's when the building started, that's probably what they ran in the paper. So
wow, they were already doing the predictive programming before they even built the buildings.
Yep.
I mean, I just wanted to show people that and show you, because we like to constantly talk about the different psyops as much as we can. We try to get them rolled out. Now, there was a little bit of this. I showed this earlier as well, but I mean, Jason, does this look like a massive explosion to you? I know you're like a fireworks guy, right?
That's fireworks.
It's fireworks, right?
That's fireworks. Boom.
Like the ones here in Texas are way louder than that. Right?
That's probably supposedly like an ammunition depot too, right?
Yeah, they always target the ammunition depots, don't they?
That's the reason why they look like fireworks stores blowing up.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting to tie together with the Demolays being the younger. Seth was bringing it up. Demolay is the youth Freemason offshoot. So it's interesting. We've got the Walt Disney talk, Disney World, all that going on. And then we show you who it is that's, they got the Club 33rd Club and everything else that's associated with this stuff. These people, I'm going to hold my tongue on this one, but it's interesting that Seth brought that in. Thank you. Yeah. These people, do you want to add anything else? Because, basically we didn't have too much planned for tonight, but we still wanted to go live and bring you some headlines. We want to continue to fight for truth and freedom as much as we can.
I don't have anything else. Do you have anything else?
No, that's about it for tonight. You could probably take the screen share back. We have an interesting song choice. So we've been kind of going with a theme lately. Last Wednesday, we ended with Electric Avenue remixed, right? Let's see how long it takes everyone in the chat to guess this song. Did you take this? Are you back on thumbnail?
Back on thumbnail.
Wait, you got to share with me. Wait till you guys guess. I wonder how long. Yeah, YD calling it out. Calling it out. Definitely there's some of that going on, and everything will be brought to justice sooner or later. But, you know, it was still nice to spend this time with you guys on the other side of the screen. That's what we always love to do. And the Daily Realm, we got to try to get more constant headlines out. You know, sometimes there's a lot going on, and then sometimes there's not as much. So it'll be just fluctuating with the realm, the Daily Realm, right? But yeah, I'm glad we got to talk about those topics, and everybody has their prediction. So it was 2 predictions that we went through in the beginning. The one was, what do you guys think is going to happen during Ramadan? My guess or prediction was the Dome of the Rock needs to go. That's what they want, right? They've been saying it for years, the mini hat people.
Yeah, and they love their
What's your prediction?
They love their iconic things like that. We know that the dome's got to go. We know that the Muslims have to get into some great big war with the Jews. It's all prophesied. It's biblical. So how it all kicks off, it's a little ambiguous, but I see big false flags that are going to turn into real conflict, and then all of a sudden it's going to be the Great Tribulation. So the things that were planned the way the New World Order planned them, all of a sudden it doesn't go as planned. All of a sudden it becomes real. They
go live, but it's real.
Yeah,
right? It's not fake anymore. That is a possibility. Good point, brother. Good point.
That's what as far as I can come up with a prediction. That's where I'm at right now. We'll see, right?
Then there's the Alex Stein.
Yeah.
The prediction was how is he going to be used now that he's being covered on mainstream on Fox, right? Where is he going to go with his whole, what's your pick?
Well, I took it 2 different ways. One, that he can be super brought up and in just straight up mainstreamed, you know, being on like the 5 at 5 type stuff, or he could be cannon fodder. He could be a disposable asset at some point that they use. So it could be a combination of both, but the fact that he's there's an agenda behind it, in my opinion, and I'm just waiting to see how he gets used.
Yeah. Well, my prediction is pretty basic. I already told you guys. I think he's going to be used to censor free speech at these town halls. He's the guy that's going to get due to Alex Stein, blah, blah, blah. And what they will do to accomplish that, I can't tell you, but we are skeptically watching.
There'll have to be some big discrediting thing of Alex Stein. So somehow I have a feeling that Flat Earth is going to come up.
Oh yeah, you got me. I didn't even. You got that one too, brother. Good job.
Right. So,
yep.
There'll be some big takedown of him coming up. I'm just watching for it.
And you know, just to end cap that statement, we've always known that whether you're a Freemason, whether you're a Jesuit, whether you're any of these secret societies, the majority of the people in them are just pawns. They don't care about you. You're no different than a goyim to them, to the people at the top. They just use these secret societies and chew these people up whenever they see fit and spit them out, right? Once you swear a death oath to a society, they have every power to do whatever it is they want. You gave them your consent, right? What we like to tell people is do not consent. And if you have, repent of it. Say, I don't want to be a part of that anymore, and expose it. Fight against it. That's my end cap on that. So it's going to be interesting. So we've got the Ramadan terrorist attack watch and the Alex Stein. And, you know, and the last thing I'll say about that is I hope people actually laugh and they get the topic talked about more, that this is a problem. I know he didn't say specifically that this is a problem, but at least he did bring some awareness to it. So I've got a good and a bad with what I see Alex doing, and I hope he continues to make people laugh. And I'm not going to continue to talk about this topic, but we'll see what happens. We're going to watch, and you guys watch too. I hope that you guys are doing research on the other side of the screen and that you're fighting for freedoms. That's the best that we can do. So yeah, thanks, brother. I look forward to Friday night, right? We'll be back here at 8 p.m. Central on Memes of the Week 11, right? What was the theme that we came up with?
What was that?
Should we tell them? It's going to be April Fools.
You might have ruined the surprise, but that's all right. We're not going to take it too far. But we could. You might not.
Friday is April Fool's Day. So we don't believe in any of those types of things, but it's going to be fun, right? So make sure you guys tune in. And yeah, we're almost done the week, right? We're Thursday. And yeah, I'm just thankful to be here tonight. I'm thankful that each one of you guys, I oftentimes don't spend enough time thanking the people in the chat, right? To all of you guys in the chat that take part in all these podcasts and that you join in, you get your voice heard. My hat's off to you guys. You're literally the family that's with us. You come in here and you're all the time. You guys are always consistent. And to me, because it's such a small group, I feel that it's precious. And I don't take enough time for me to actually say thank you to each one of you guys for joining us. I'm constantly quick to try to correct or, I don't like that or say anything like that. But I'd like to say tonight that I'm really thankful for each one of you guys. Every one of you, Joseph, Mimi, Becca Shine, Jerry, YD, obviously, Esteban, all of you guys, Michael in the morning in the Netherlands, everybody that shows up, you guys are awesome. Please just know that I care about you guys so much.
They have a timestamp. They have the timestamp for the comments. So the people that just watch, if you're just a lurker, you don't really have a timestamp for that. So
I mean, you can't take it away. We absolutely love the people that are not in the chat too. I understand. I was not in the chat for
drop the comment, and all of a sudden, boom, there's a timestamp for it. So
that is true.
It's just a recommendation.
Yeah, always get involved if you feel like you want to. Create an account and start using a separate account, and then you can get more comfortable, and then you can bring your own account in. These are ways that people transition healthfully into being more active. Or if you just want to watch, right, and then you can go out and fight for truth in your own way with the content. Just do something. Don't just consume, create. That's my last message. I don't want to go into too many rants, but I know it was short tonight, but it was sweet. I really enjoyed this time. And again, thank you guys that tune in, all the lurkers. I absolutely love you guys, and all the people in the chat. Thank you.
Where's the only place anybody's going to hear any of this, brother?
Only on the Yahawahashai News Network.